suggestions. Tonight's snack of choice actually came from one of you, and I'm kind of disappointed in myself. I didn't think of anything earlier. So, with that being said, please get yourselves nice and comfy, and let's get ready for our first game of the night. And a question to begin. What is your favorite dried fruit? Now, when I was looking through, trying to find some banana chips, I found dried apple chips as well. And that was fairly new to me. So I wonder if they're dried pears. Dried cherries has to be a thing. It's just kind of interesting seeing the different ways to make fruits a little bit unhealthier in a way. But no matter, we have ourselves some fried banana chips. So after we deal this first card, let's begin our night. As we already have a triplet on the field, let's do this. Let's go for the big one. For those of you new, we play by 3-card draw. And it looks like we might start our night on a bit of a bummer. But thankfully, we scratched across one play. So let's see if that changes anything. Alright, good. And by the way, these are good. I have not had banana chips in a long time, but they're surprisingly satisfying. But right now, there's a little bit of a weird aftertaste I'll get at after having one more. I like the texture a lot of the initial harder crunch, followed by a very soft, almost spongy finish. Not what you'd think. So the aftertaste, for me, tastes a lot like Jack in the Box. What, you may be asking? Yes, is my answer. I would go to Jack in the Box quite a bit here in California for breakfast during high school, since they had like a simple sandwich of ham, cheese, egg, ham, cheese. And I thought, you know what, that's not too bad. I think it was called their ultimate breakfast, and that was pretty nice. But afterwards, you know how egg and cheese could kind of leave a lingering taste. These taste exactly like it, as I think that's the end to our first game. As there's nowhere for that 9, 7, queen, 10. 10 once again, and 3. So predictably, a rough start with the triple sixes coming out nice and early. So we move on to our next one. As this time, let's see what was left unturned. Double jacks. Double fives, scratch that. Quadruple fives, double eights, that's the nasty. Double twos. Double aces, triple twos, triple eights, and double threes. That is a lot of nasty, especially for the lack, or the triple sixes. and not having 1-5 in our hand. No wonder why that felt bad. Anyway, banana chip. That's a good question. Are you a banana person? Or were you a banana person as a kid? I actually have a weird stance on this one. But first, let's have a couple more chips and deal out our next game. Okay, so as a kid, bananas were always in the house. Something to be enjoyed. And for myself, I liked having bananas pretty much every morning, and then throughout the day once, and then one more time at night. But growing up, I would always be a hot lunch kid and never have my own prepared lunch from home. So I think around a couple times in 3rd grade, I would bring bananas with me in my lunch. And that is something you do not want to do. Whenever I would have bananas in my lunch, the banana would be so strong it would overpower everything, and you'd be tasting residue of banana in whatever food you had. Very unsettling when you're looking forward to having a nice ham and cheese sandwich and you get some banana in there, or you brought a serving of lime hot Cheetos with a little bit of banana tang in there. So I didn't like bananas because of that. Kind of messed it up for me for a bit. And I think that's when my favorite fruit shifted from banana to strawberry. That's a good combination. Banana and strawberry is like the healthy combo of chocolate and peanut butter. They just don't go wrong. I'd have some friends or people I'd know that would absolutely hate bananas, and I never understood it. My best idea was maybe a texture thing. I thought if you don't like a fruit, what's wrong with you? As there's nowhere for that Jack, King, double 5, Queen, or 3. On to game number 3. And the thing that was funny, they wouldn't like bananas, but they would like banana candy. Or strawberry banana yogurt smoothies. And I just didn't get it. It must be a texture thing. I don't have nearly as many bananas as I used to. But I will have one every once in a while, and it's always enjoyable. I think most of us wouldn't think, oh yeah, I'm gonna have my banana for the day. You just kinda see it and go, the shrug of the shoulders. Half a banana, yeah, this is pretty good. Not the best, but it's alright. Bananas, they're alright. Oh, this one's a thick chip. Oh wow, this is pretty much the opposite of our first game. What a start. I have never been so happy to see 3 aces with faces like that. Oh my, I got a bit too many somehow. Like these bananas, I'd probably give them just a 7 out of 10. They're not overpowering. They have a subtle taste of banana. I would never go out of my way to get this again, but if I found them in front of me when I was hungry, I would definitely get down with some banana. The texture is what really puts it above just that meh tier. Maybe I should get like a trail mix with some bananas. That sounds pretty good. I was actually gonna get that instead, but I thought, you know what? Let's highlight some banana for tonight. And for those of you playing a little game in your head, let me know how many times I say banana and how many banana chips I eat. And I'll let you know how many bananas I had on that last one. I had 4, so you're not confused. One was very small, the other ones were together. As now our good start turns into triple 10s. We need some more banana for that one. Alright, so red king and a red queen would be ideal. That helps. That helps for sure. Let's actually move this 10 instead as we receive our final king. There's a queen. Let's dance over that jack. Place down this king. And as game number 3, our game of the night. Let's find out together. Alright, So let me put in another cup of chips, as that's two. You know what? Looks like I'll get two more, or three more instead. Oh my, that really minorly bothered me. Dropping those two bananas. Chips. It's kind of like a little pet peeve knowing you're right next to the mess and you're the cause of the mess. And you have to wait to clean it up. I'm sure some of you can relate. Like, you know what I really despise is when you're pouring yourself a bowl of cereal for my fellow Americans out there, and you spill just a little bit of milk, but just enough milk to where you can't like clean it off quickly, and you have to get a paper towel and wash it down real quick. As that was our first win of the night. All of the spades in order, ace to king, along with all of the clubs, the hearts, followed by the diamonds. Time for our victory shuffle as we move into game number 4. Surprisingly fairly chunky, and we recover at the end. Just to go back to that last note, I would say I'm a fairly clean eater, but certain foods, you know, to get down and dirty with. You know what I mean? Like I like eating with one hand and keeping the other one clean completely. If it's like a food that doesn't need some utensils. And if I'm at home, I eat more like a monkey with my fingers and hands. Honestly, I probably look like a gorilla when I eat. You ever see those videos of apes eating bell peppers or lettuce? That's me. But just certain foods are just very tough to be clean with. And when they don't, when the clean foods that are supposed to be clean and easy aren't, that's a pet peeve of getting a little sauce in your fingers or whatever. That is 3. That was good. That Jack in the Box aftertaste hasn't been around for, I'd say, 10 minutes. Ooh, I thought that was a triple Jack situation. Luckily, I was incorrect, as on this early game of 4, we have 2 kings down already. With a healthy amount of building. let's go for this big one over here. I've been eyeballing this one for a bit. Alright, I just had a thought. So I was thinking to myself, how many people have eaten banana chips with chopsticks? The next thought was, am I the only one so far? And then I thought, that's a very narcissistical thing to think. And the next thought would be to ask you what you think of the chances of someone eating chopsticks of bananas before. And then after that, I thought, would they think that is narcissism? And then my next thought was, well, instead of narcissism, it's best probably classified as egocentrism, which makes much more sense. And then I went into debunking a little bit. I'm not sure how popular bananas are in Asia, the typical place where you'd eat with chopsticks. So of course, bananas have been eaten with chopsticks before, but the question might be a better one of, am I the first one to eat bananas with chopsticks in my town or state, as we have double fives, 9, 7, 4, jack, nowhere to go. On to our final game of the night. And a lot of times, I like playing that game with myself. For instance, sometimes when I'm driving down the street, and let's say a song comes on that's very obscure for the time, and then I begin to wonder, as we had quite a bit left unturned there, if anyone has ever listened to this song in their car while driving down the street in my town. And I live in a fairly large town. And yeah, a fairly large town. You'd think radios were introduced way long ago, but I'm not sure exactly when in cars, at least the 50s. Or around the 50s for sure. And any song post-50s that's been popular, of course, would have been on the radio, but then taken in circumstance of living next to, in the area I live at that time, what type of socioeconomic class would be predominantly driving down that road, if that road existed. And would that even have been a feasible thought to, for example, hear the song Lollipop on a specific stretch of road, because that road didn't exist, or the people in that selected area wouldn't have a car of that radio caliber or broadcasting of that song. So basically I'm listening to a song and wonder if anyone's ever listened to it on that stretch before, and wonder if I'm the first ever, or if there's anyone else like me. And typically it's a song that's an obscure demo that is pretty much hidden in discography, that I kind of search a lot to find, because I like finding interesting CDs of people I like and really understanding their songwriting process and development. Did that make any sense? I feel like an old man rambling. Anyway, final game of the night. Let's pop in some more banana chips to shut myself up. That is 4. this one, as there's nowhere for that 9. Jack, King, 9 once again, 4, 6 or 4. So my friend, we got 1 win on our night. Our snacks and solitaire journey for now is complete. Let's see which cards were left unturned in this one. Also, we're getting closer to 600. I'm so excited about that for many reasons. As we had triple tens, double eights, double sevens, double fives, double queens. My goodness. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. You know I did. Where did I put that box? There it is. If you're still awake, I hope you get to bed soon. With all of that being said, I hope you have yourself a relaxing remainder of your night. Many, many sweet dreams, and until we meet again, stay safe and eat your fruits and vegetables.